Hi, I'm Jory, and welcome to my channel. In this video, I am guided to speak on spiritual messages, downloads, and insight I am receiving from divine source, higher dimensional realms, and from my spirit guides. Now, for the messages that are wanting to be received for this particular reading, take what resonates and leave the rest. So now I am feeling guided to shuffle the traditional tarot and see what messages are aligned with this reading. Divine, source, what messages are wanting to be received for this particular reading. Divine, source, divine, As I sent into the spread here, I'm sensing this message about your voice. And in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the throat chakra. And I'm getting this message about the wind. Your voice being like the wind. Or you speaking and your voice being connected to the element of air. Being a part of the earth as well. So, as well as the element of earth. So, the element of air and the element of earth showing up here, speaking to a groundedness that is liberating to you. You grounded, connected to the earth in some way. That is speaking to your divine nature. And I'm getting the message that when you speak with the voice of those who came before you, who could not speak, who also had this voice inside of them that is like thunder. And I'm also seeing fire in my mind's eye, the element of fire, the intensity of some message, some energy behind your voice, a message that you hold, that you were meant to share, that you were meant to speak. And I'm sensing you embodying the intensity of this message, of this voice, and you being the one to deliver some message, to speak some message into the world, into existence, that is felt throughout the earth where you can say this message and the wind, I'm seeing the wind like a call and response, reflecting this message, speaking this message after you spoke this message. And the energy behind what you say, your voice, your words, your message being heard through the wind. And I'm sensing that this message is heard on a deep soul level. I'm sensing by every soul and I'm getting that this message is specifically heard by those who were meant to hear it. When someone hears this message, when someone hears this message that we're meant to hear it, there is some awakening happening. There is something being awoken on a deep level with this message through your voice, the energy behind the message that you speak. And I'm hearing that you were born to do this. And you can no longer discredit your own divine nature. I'm getting you becoming restless about your fate, essentially, about this needing to speak on the behalf of what you are sensing, feeling on a deep level. And I'm getting that this message is something that is very controversial in this time and space, in this system. And though this is a message that I'm sensing is disruptive in this sense to what is currently established, what is happening in the world, the systems in place, the norms in place. You are becoming restless about this in your life. You are becoming moved to speak this deeper truth that You were born to use your voice this this source of energy where your essence is felt throughout the earth, throughout the cosmos. And I'm sensing that you are becoming restless about this. As the moment where you can no longer remain silent is arriving. And I'm sensing has arrived for you to speak this most authentic truth, your most authentic truth, your heart, your soul, into the world, into the atmosphere, into existence. And I'm sensing you having this ability to speak and to create what you are desiring to manifest on your highest vibrational timeline, to create your spiritual path and soul journey from this space of authenticity, of equilibrium. You are restless as you are receiving intuitive messages. You are receiving insight from divine source. About your fate, about realizing and fully embodying and embracing who you are. And what you incarnated here on earth to embody, exist as, embrace within yourself, experience. Love exuding from you, emanating from your voice, divine love, this rare expression of divine love you incarnated here as. And again, I'm sensing in my mind's eye, I'm seeing the element of fire. And this divine love being this element of fire. Showing up as this through your voice, energetically matching the intensity of fire, thunder. Now I'm feeling guided to turn over a card here to open this message. Well, to further channel into the messages. And I'm sensing that these messages are continuing from the messages I channeled in the video titled Starseed. This is a message from your higher self. So, this message coming from the aspect of you that is your most authentic self, that comes from divine source. This message connected to the cosmos, the multiverse, the universe, and the divine unfolding and unraveling of what is meant for to be received, to come into existence in this present moment. I'm getting the message that you are highly sensitive in a world that demands for you to harden, to numb yourself to your own feelings, to your own sensitivity, to put the feeling part of you, the sensitive parts of you away in order to continue to function, to contribute, to participate in an ongoing, some ongoing energy that is not really based in divine nature, that is not really a part of the natural alignment. You being someone, this sensitive soul that is not able to numb yourself in this way effectively. And if so, you feel deeply that this is out of alignment with what you are meant for, what your purpose is. And I'm getting this message coming forth with the Nine of Cups in the spread here, showing up with this message about you having some wish in your heart early in life, and you still holding this wish that I'm getting is deeply connected to this message, deeply connected with this energy of intensity, of you feeling moved on a deep soul level to put your energy toward something that is feeling soul aligned for you, that is coming from this space of inner stability, inner embracing of your most authentic truth, the fullest expression of your soul, who you are, this deep love that you embody, that you exist as, that you exude, that you were meant to experience, that you were meant to embrace within yourself. This Nine of Cups showing up as a fulfillment of this wish. Showing up as this wish coming true in your life that is deeply aligned with the message that opened this reading about you being restless, about something you are feeling on a deep soul level you are meant to be doing in your life, that you are meant to be giving attention to, that you are meant to be creating as a part of this spiritual path and soul journey, as a part of your highest vibrational timeline, as a part of existing as who you truly are, instead of going along with something that is pre-paved, pre-planned, you not fitting into a mold, but creating your own path here. Now, I'm feeling guided to turn over another card and see what further messages are wanting to be received for this reading. Divine, and as I turn over this card, I find the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles in the reverse position that I'm sensing is speaking to the message coming through about a energy that is in misalignment with divine source, with this energy that you are deeply embodying, that you are deeply moved by. And I'm sensing that the Three of Pentacles in the upright position is resonating with what you are feeling on a deep soul level, being your higher self, speaking to you, your ancestors, in the higher dimensional realms, speaking to you And I'm getting that there is something being learned here, a soul lesson, a something being learned that is for your highest good in this connection to your intuition, essentially to your higher self. There's something being learned here. Some some spiritual insight that is being integrated into your physical embodiment, that is allowing you to I'm getting the words unlearn and to be moved in the direction of what you are meant to be doing, your purpose. And this card is speaking to the element of earth as well, significant to this reading. There is a groundedness about what is being learned through this spiritual insight, through these connections to your higher self, to your ancestors in the higher dimensional realms. There is a feeling of collaboration here with the divine soul, divine source, in the form of your intuition, in the form of your inner guidance, in the form of these feelings that you are sensing, that you are having around your purpose. Now I'm feeling guided to turn over one more card here before I close this part of the reading. I'm sensing that there are more messages wanting to be received as well. Divine. And I have the Page of Swords showing up here. For this message. And I'm sensing this is also speaking to and connecting with this Three of Pentacles. This Page of Swords also representing this element of earth and air, significant in the sense that these are the elements that I strongly sensed at the start of this message. The Page of Swords representing new ways of communicating. So your spirit guides, your ancestors, your higher self are finding new ways to communicate to you, to awaken you and encourage you on your spiritual path and soul journey to continue in this direction of your most authentic truth, to continue in the direction of you creating from this space of inner equilibrium, of stability, of feeling totally loved and supported when it comes to what you are sensing, what you are guided to do when it comes to your inner compass and what you are wanting to speak, to use your voice. And I'm getting the message that this Page of Swords also resonating with this message about you being restless, about what you are being guided to do, restless in sensing into your purpose, what you are sensing on a deep soul level, that in your continuing to liberate yourself, your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, your soul urging you to create by some means, to exist as in the world as some means, to a higher vibrational timeline, to an aligned experience, a more liberated, lived experience, a more fullest expression and embodiment of the rare divine love that you incarnated here on earth to embody, to exist as, to exude, to embrace, to experience. Now, I am feeling guided to close the reading here. But before I close the reading, let's take this moment to become aware of our own energy. Breathe in slowly and deeply. And out. Grounding yourself in the present moment. Ground yourself in the present moment.